If I cook for you, if me can learn how to cook, what's stopping you?
No, me, I know how to cook.
But do you think it's because you like food, that's why you learn how to cook?
Who doesn't like food? Polygamy will never end.
Ooh.
Be Gen Z, Gen Alpha, one man must marry for a wife. If the person you want to marry, the family does not want you, walk away.
You move.
There's no love worth dying for. You are not Jesus Christ. If it will cost you your life and your peace,
leave it.
Run.
You
find love again.
Yes.
What they call baga. I'll tell you now, there is no Odogu that is not a sugar daddy. She you think say you did wise. I've been told that someone was planning to kill me in the next 7 days. I was not like, yo, what did I do to her?
Were you counting these days?
I love this woman. What did I do? What did I do? I wish you want to harm me. You get it? But then again, 7 days passed.
And you know that.
But then again, the person that told you will be like, yeah, it's something I did that stopped it. Over time, those fake stuffs now play the role that people don't necessarily believe this thing.
Yeah.
You get, but then again, there are some that actually like very real. You've seen in the movies where something happened and maybe you go to the Babalawo and all that to look for solution, and they'll bring a calabash and they'll show you start seeing pictures.
Yeah.
You know this movie there.
Yeah, yes.
But you know that it's actually real.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Hot Potato Podcast, where we bring you the freshest ideas, hottest gist, and spiciest takes. And in each episode, we're bringing you topics that are too hot to handle. Think of us as your favorite gathering, where the conversations are always lit and the vibes never dull. And today we are talking about a very, very interesting topic. We're talking about Gen Z and culture. Personally, I think that the Gen Zs were losing the cultural vibe because each of us don't want to be involved in culture like our fathers were. But before we continue, we have a very special guest in the studio. The one, the only, Zaddy of Benin. And another guest. No, she's not the guest. I'm sorry, Christina. I'm sorry. The one and the only, the prettiest.
What do you just do?
Rest a beg. I want hype you. No one collect hype.
Yes, guys.
Christine. Issy.
Wow, that's right.
I've missed Christine. I've been away, and Christine, hi.
Hi.
Hi,
This girl has attitude.
I'm still here.
Yes. No, you're the star of the show. You're the celebrity we have in the house. Now, we're talking about Gen Z and culture. Zaddy? Yes, let's take it.
Let's even talk about the cultures that we have. Because I feel like I know little or nothing about culture.
So I think the topic shouldn't necessarily be Gen Z's and culture.
Yeah.
She's Christine. Because that's what she represents. You know, she's Gen Z and she has zero culture. You get so. So she should be the topic.
He was going to say, okay, let's not do this topic.
She should be the topic. Yeah, the topic should be named after Christine.
Christine and culture. Wow.
So you have 2 minutes to defend yourself.
I don't have to defend myself. I know. I deserve it.
Zaddy of Benin, when I mentioned culture and Gen Z, you shook your head. You were like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. What exactly have you seen? For you to shake your head, it has a meaning.
Yeah, because gradually we are losing our values. We are losing our cultural values.
In what way?
You
what sense?
In every way. There's so much that we used to do
that we don't do again.
That we no longer do. You get, and civilization, modernization, religion, they all play major roles in but then again, I think it's our fault.
How is it our fault?
You know why? Because China's culture, they are civilized, they are modernized, but they still practice their culture.
Wait, when we're talking about culture, are we talking about food, dressing, lifestyle,
everything,
advice,
all
marriage?
Of the above.
Culture is basically
above.
just the way of life.
But we still eat the same food. It's
Okay,
just that we add.
let me ask you a question now.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from Cross River.
Okay, from Cross River State. What tribe are you?
I'm from Ubudu.
Ubudu.
Yes.
Okay, so when you wake up in the morning, is there a particular greeting you're supposed to greet?
I don't know. I grew up in Lagos. I greet my mommy. Good morning. Good morning, ma.
Christina.
Good morning.
You are from Igweben. Oye.
Oh yeah.
So when you wake up in the morning, what are you supposed to say to your elder ones first?
I think you're supposed to greet Latisa in the morning. But I say good morning.
How is that a problem?
My
Is it
dad
not
is
still
the
greeting?
answer.
It is. You're losing it now. She doesn't greet Lactose in the morning.
It's good
It
morning.
definitely means when she gives birth. Our children are not.
But then it's not our fault. It's our parents.
I feel like
that's what they told us. Great good morning.
The
So what
older
did I say?
generation.
And then even when we go outside, we go and be greeting somebody
But what did
outside
I
like
say
that.
in the beginning? What did I say in the beginning of this conversation? I said, whatever is happening with Gen Z now,
Yeah.
it's not necessarily their fault. It's the society.
Yeah.
You get. Till today, if I see an elderly person that I know is from Edo State, I still say Labo.
Labo.
Because that's what my family greets in the morning.
Okay.
You get. So when I say, Epadomosa, Labo.
See, and
Or say call you still say Labo.
I feel like it's not all Gen Zs because I have friends that they greet their parents a certain kind of greeting because they were taught that way.
Yeah.
But us, it's because we were not taught that way. So you don't expect me to come and be greeting one
I
greeting
So now
that
you
I
see
don't know.
when-
It's about being taught that way because I do know that my parents taught me how to greet in the morning, the afternoon, and evening because we have for morning, we have for afternoon, we have for evening. But now me, no chooser.
You see why I say
Me,
she's
it's
supposed
not.
to be
It's
the
not like
face
I
of the
not
topic.
me. That was what they told me. You greet good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Simple, short.
I don't know that
Straight to
growing
the
up,
point.
my dad used to always like speak to me about culture so much, but I just always like it's not my thing.
Remember when I said the people at fault are the people before you?
Yes. And the
So
people,
it's now becoming
the
clear
people
now.
before them are still the people at fault.
No, they taught them. They taught them.
They told them.
They taught them.
But they did not pass it.
They taught them. Okay, like me now. In my house, where I grew up from. You might not say it as a cultural thing,
Yeah.
but we don't eat separately.
Okay, eat together. Okay, that's like a bonding kind of moment.
We all eat together.
Why are you looking at him weirdly? we eat separately, but I agree with that eating together because
See, when I say we eat together, if it's rice now,
Yeah.
they don't serve it on a plate.
inside tray. Wow.
Tray. If you know better food, they'll go join her, but everybody must eat from that tray.
Is it like every meal?
Yeah.
No.
So if it's bread and cereal,
They no born. See, except bread and tea. That one is not. That's
okay,
a
it's
meal.
not. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that a meal. But inside there, so two people see they share one cup. You get, but they no born you where to go serve your own food.
That's how you were taught,
Yeah.
and you pass it to your.
But then again, that brought me and my siblings together.
Oh.
So see, I'll give you an example now. My grandfather had 2 wives. So he's late now. One of his wives is still alive. One, which is my grandmom, is dead.
Okay.
You get bored. So he had children from both wives.
Yeah.
But if they don't tell you they are not from the same mother,
You will not know.
So my dad and his step siblings, you wouldn't know that they are step siblings
Okay, so like
because of that bonding.
that bonding. Yeah.
Yeah, they all ate the same plate.
I think it's because of the role your grandfather also played. Because my mom too is from a polygamous home, but they are very
Separated.
very
Right.
connected. Do you get like when my grandfather was alive, you can't go to our house and see anybody fighting with anybody. They are always together, and you will not if they don't tell you that this man has 3 wives, you will know.
Yeah.
Because the house is so peaceful that it's not like your regular polygamous home where people are always fighting.
Fighting,
Do you
yeah.
get? When I go to my grandfather's house, this person is my grandmother, this person is my grandmother, the other one is my grandmother. Anywhere I
you
see
treat them
and,
the
and,
same
and
way.
I will eat.
like, I'm actually really surprised you are saying this, because most of the Nigerian movies, what they portray is that polygamous home, there is always fights. There is always fight. The children are never together. That's what they always portray.
Maybe they are seeing the future because that's how Gen Z is going to be like. Yeah, that's how it's going to be like, because
I don't even think Gen
Zs want to be
do
polygamous.
polygamy or something.
oh,
They'll probably have a side chick, but they might not really necessarily marry their side
they
chick.
play.
Hey.
they play. Polygamy will never end.
Ooh.
Be it Gen Z, Gen Alpha, one man must still marry for a wife. So this is what it is. But speaking of culture,
Yeah.
so then now you've now seen how this thing has now brought people together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that we were eating, so now we are like inseparable. You get, well, we are very close. We ate from the same plate.
But is it like only the eating thing that brought you people together? Like, and bonded you people together?
That played a major role.
Oh.
That
And somebody
played a
might
major
just
role.
look at it like it's just food. Just put it, let everybody just eat. But it's
So when
actually
we visit
with
people,
you.
when we visit people,
why
then, when we visit people, then when they give us,
separate plates.
yeah, we're not surprised. Like,
No be so that they
supposed to
do
be
it for my
eating, you
house now.
understand?
No be
But
so.
I do think some of the things that we're not taught is because, you know, at some point when religion came, a lot of people abandoned some of the things they were doing.
Yes.
Because
Tradition.
they believe like, oh, it's against what they now believe in. Because I know right now, my small community, they are planning their own carnival. I'm like, are you people serious? They're trying to bring back some of the things
The
they
culture.
were doing before. Like, and they tried, I think 3 years ago, but it really didn't work. Because people are still not like involved in it anymore, because they feel like, oh, it's against what I believe in now and all of these. So
yeah,
I don't know. I just feel like religion has a major,
a major
role
to play in
Major.
culture.
Yes. Do you get in people losing their own culture? Because now everybody is seeing it like, this one is you serving an idol. This one is an idol. Do you get? So you now as a Christian, you don't have to be involved in this. So there's a regular festival they do in one village after mine. I think they cook a particular meal. I don't know how they do it, but they celebrate it every single year. And these people, they always celebrate it. Many of them, they are Christians. Do you get? But I think some people just took Christianity too serious.
too serious.
And they abandoned their own culture. We see
Too
people
serious.
in other countries, they are still celebrating their carnivals, their festivals and all of that. But we don't see it happening in Nigeria. Because if you ask somebody, they'll be like, oh, I'm a Christian. Oh, I don't do all of this. I don't do all of that. And
But then it's things your fathers did, and it's culture. It's supposed to be passed down to your children. But civilization itself has a major role to play,
I said it.
like in the whole thing, and technology itself,
modernization.
because we are modernized. Things that they used to do before, we don't do it again because we have technology. We can do things better, but that does not mean that there are some things that they used to do that we should not do right now. There are some things that we still need to emulate. We still need to bring back and copy. I feel like I don't necessarily know what, but it's not everything we are supposed to drop.
I think the first thing that you should pick there is language.
Yeah, very true.
Do you speak a language?
yes, I do.
Affluent.
100%.
You speak it very well.
Yeah,
very
speak
well.
for us. Tell me I'm very beautiful.
What's I?
Oma. Oh man, that's what we say.
What
It's
did
not
you say? I
like
don't
where
know
I'm
what you
from.
guys
It's not
said.
like the
I asked her how she doing.
oh man, that's what we say. Yes, that's what we say.
Oma is like in Benin. Oma is like is good.
Oh,
Not I am good though.
it's good.
It's good.
See, our own Isha.
So how are you? Is good.
Yes. Oma. That's what
Yeah,
we
but
say.
if at all,
Do you
if
get?
at all, you
Because they
try.
always call us the part that is, I don't know, they don't actually categorize us as Isha. They'll be like, okay, some of the things that we say are more connected to Benin language.
They are
They'll be
closer
like,
to-
we're closer to Benin.
Their
people.
language
So
is
normally, if you
closer
ask
to
a normal
Benin.
Asian person, but they'll say Ofure, Onegbe, something like that.
Mm.
But my own, if you ask me, I cannot tell you
But
Ofure
I need to
because
correct something.
it's
What's
not
that?
Ofure.
It's not Benin language.
Oh,
It's Edo language.
see, that's
Benin,
the
Edo.
thing. It's not even people categorize it as Benin.
No, Benin
I
is
think it was
the place. Benin is
Benin.
the place.
I know it was Benin? B-I-N-I.
No. There's nothing like B-I-N-I.
Oh,
really?
Yeah. There's no language as Benin. It is called Edo language.
see, it's correcting misconceptions.
Being spoken by the Edo people that stay in Benin. So Benin is the location.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
The language is Edo.
I feel like
People is Edo. So they named the state after the Edo speaking people,
Oh, Benin
which
has
is the majority
still saying
people of
Benin.
Edo state.
But I thought there was a word like Benin.
No.
B-I-N-I.
No,
I used to always see it in textbooks.
no, there's not.
It's,
There's not.
So you see, it's not even my
It's
fault.
not even your fault.
It's the person that wrote that text.
miscommunication.
There's nothing like Benin language. It's Edo language.
And Edo State
I think
has
feel like
very
the
rich
Benin
culture.
Kingdom, it's never.
Yeah, Benin is the place.
Which
But why did they not say?
Benin,
I-
no, yeah, B-E-N-I-N.
So why did they not say Oba
it was
of
Benin
Benin, not
Kingdom.
Oba of Edo State?
Why come they say Oviedo him?
Uh,
Which means
What does that mean?
I'm an Edo person. They don't say Ovie
Oye
Benin.
Benin.
Because okay, Igwa Azedo. I know how to speak Edo.
Yeah.
They don't say Igwa Aze Benin.
Oh wow.
Does it make sense now?
Yeah.
Yes, but wait, it still doesn't make sense because Oba of Benin, not Oba of Edo State.
It's the location. You don't get.
Yeah, I don't
You don't get. Okay, see. Tinubu is
Yeah.
the president of Nigeria.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oba of Benin
Yeah.
is the king of
Of-
Benin.
Okay.
You understand? And he's ruling over the Edo people.
Oh.
Okay, so if it's
In
really
Benin.
over the Edo people in Benin,
Yeah,
so
yes,
nothing really
okay.
concern us with we now Asian people.
No, see, you are
with,
getting it wrong.
Oba now.
You see now, the major language
Yeah.
that we speak here in Benin is Edo language.
Yeah.
Then we have Edoid.
What is that?
That's the Edoid language. That's languages that fall under the Edo language.
Edward.
Example.
Edoid. E-D-O-I.
Examples of languages
Esa
like that.
language.
So
Okay.
Esa is
It's
under
under
Is
Edward.
Edoid language.
See, Christine, you don't even know.
You get-
You don't even know your
Esa is an
culture.
Edoid language. Same with Esak or
Yeah.
another language.
Yeah.
It's just how you have some languages that look like Yoruba,
But they are
but
not
they are not
necessarily.
Yoruba.
Yeah, even Igbos, like they
have
have
the Ika,
they have
and
different
Agbo.
Yeah.
type of
They speak
Igbos.
some type of Igboid language.
Igbo. It's not the main
It's
Igbo.
not Igbo.
Yes.
Ah, but then again, that's for the language.
Yeah.
But for Ika, for their royalty,
Yeah.
they can trace it to Benin.
Okay.
You understand? Their culture is Benin like, but their language is not Edo like.
So now all these things that you're saying, how did you know?
All these things. Did you read
How
about
How did you
it?
find out? How do you know? Like, did you read
Yeah.
about them or you were
I read
Taught.
about some. I was taught some.
Oh.
were
okay.
taught
Yeah.
in school?
In school, at home, elders. You understand?
So you see, if we're really saying where this information are being gotten from is not from we Gen Z, so it's you people's responsibility. You put that pass us.
I just taught you now.
Yeah, it's just
But then
also-
again,
Yeah,
I
so
know for sure
it's
that you will
not
not
like-
teach anybody.
Me?
Unless if the information is
I
It's
will.
not you. It's not Christina. You will not teach. You will not. Matter of fact, you don't even agree with me now. If we leave here now, you just say what I just said is rubbish. Is that one that you know that you still know?
you just keep it
That's
there.
the problem of Gen
It's
Z.
not like that. See, there's something in as much as I believe in tradition and culture. There was a video I saw of, I think it's Zaviano that posted it. So he was speaking about the Benin the war at Oba's Palace. That there was a car that hit the wall, the car got crashed and all of that, that nothing happened to the war. I was like, it had nothing to do with the gods of the land.
Maybe the word is just too.
It's just strong. Why you say there are powers that pass power?
That's the thing.
But then again-
The way we Gen Z is analyzing is very different.
It's always really like it's what you believe in.
That will happen.
That will happen. It's what you believe in. So there's something that they always say in my village. They'll be like, what you don't know about cannot kill you.
Yeah.
Do you get? So I believe that if you believe in something, that's when it manifests. Do you get? Because you were taught that this thing something like this can happen. So there are some things that a lot of people say happens in Benin. I'm like,
no.
I don't believe in it.
If my father tell you stories.
Stories of the old.
There are some stories my own father told me.
I know you shall, but instead of you to be shivering, you'll be like,
no.
I don't believe.
That's why we say
Why I no video am?
Even
my daddy's story that he used to say, I was like, Daddy, this one so. It be like saying not be true.
Elders used to say something
Why
like,
will it happen like
what
that?
an elder can see while sitting down, even if a child climbs off, the child doesn't. We will climb ladder. We'll use drone. We will see it.
We use drone. But it's true. Then again, everybody have different experiences.
Yeah.
You get, sometimes it's not like they experience this thing, but sometimes they didn't see it with logical eyes. They just went with the flow of what they know.
Yeah.
You understand? So sometimes it might just be, okay, you know, there is some traditional people that, they'll just do some tricks and you think these powers that be. Meanwhile, it's just physics.
Hey, salut, boy.
You get just physics. Like it's straight up physics. But you not say, this guy use bone to hold this wood like this. And I bone, you hold the wood. You just they dread it.
It's the strongest.
I've seen where someone put a bunch of vegetable leaves inside the calabash. You know calabash?
Yeah.
You know the big one, the one that used to go to the river then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the person puts bunch of leaves with water. They now turn the calabash upside down in a bowl. So all the water came out. The man started saying some things and the water went back inside. Like this is not, I was told.
You saw it.
I saw it. You understand? Up till now, I know that thing is not anything spiritual.
Why?
You get it? But I've not been able to prove it. But I will. And when I do, I'll look for him.
Guang, 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 guang.
Still alive.
Yeah. Yeah, but I know it's not spiritual. I know for a fact that shit ain't spiritual. Language. I'm not speaking Gen Z.
Yeah, speaking Gen Z right now.
But imagine how many people he must have shown that trick. Like, yeah, that man get power. That man
talk calabash, water enter back inside.
Yo, like I've seen. You guys have not seen anything.
No,
I'm not really
Honestly.
seen any of these things.
No.
You guys have not, and I feel it's something like most of us that grew up in Upper Sakomba. We have so many stories to tell. And we have so many experiences.
Please drop the tea.
We have so many experiences. Like, you see what you see in the movies? Like what Mr. Bones used to do. When you scatter the bones, and will not be trying to tell your future, your fortune. Yo, we've been they will. Let me sit up right for this one. Like, right in your eyes.
Yeah.
They'll be doing it and trying to tell you your future, trying to tell you what's going on, what happened in your past, how someone in your family did this, how is your stepmother, your grandmother that is showing you shaggy.
Will it be true?
The woman might just be innocent.
Eyes.
Was there ever a time you were told your own future?
I've been told that someone was planning to kill me in the next 7 days. I was not like, yo, what did I do to her?
Were you counting these
I love
days?
this woman. What did I do? What did I do? I wish you want to harm me. You get it? But then again, 7 days passed.
And you know die.
But then again, the person that told you will be like, yeah, it's something I did that stopped it. Meanwhile, they might have been.
And you're not collect money from you. It's business.
Meanwhile, there's nothing like that. So I feel over time, those fake stores now play the role that people don't necessarily believe these things anymore.
Yeah.
You get, but then again, there are some that actually real. Like very real.
I think
You've seen in the movies, where something happened, and maybe you go to the Babalawo and all that to look for solution, and they'll bring a calabash and they'll show you start seeing pictures of it.
Yeah.
You know, we know this movie there.
Yes.
But you know that it's actually real.
I don't know why I'm refusing to believe.
because seeing is believing.
That's where I will leave it.
Oh, okay.
Actually, there are some things that still happen now. I remember like a few years ago, I think I was still young, but I know they used to always tell me that if maybe a woman that is married to an Asian person and then the woman cheats on the man, that something will happen to the woman. So they said before it used to always happen to the man, that if the man is still eating the woman's food, the man will die. So later they now kind of like they did something, so now the thing now affects the woman. So basically as a married woman, you're cheating and your husband is cheating you, somehow that something happens to you. So before when they used to see it, they used to always like, I don't believe this thing, until they brought one woman legit right before and the woman was basically very sick. Her husband traveled out of the country. So basically, the story was she was sleeping around and all of that. So she went to
body not be firewood.
So she went to a different village now to kind of like do something to.
If that woman was Gen Z now, she would have bought
neutralize
toys.
whatever is
Should have what?
Should have bought toys.
So basically, they brought her back, but they say it was already too late. Although they later killed the goat and something happened. But at the same time, I've seen someone, a married woman from my own place too, that's cheated on her husband that everybody knows about, and nothing don't shake this woman.
I'll tell you the difference.
Okay.
In my place.
Yeah.
Orion will say, Eimiowa.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's like when you get married, you take your wife to that place to swear. They have to swear.
So we're going to marriage now.
You understand?
Very
they have to
interesting.
swear. So that person you are saying it did not happen to. She didn't swear. You have to swear. You get, so most men then take their wife to swear.
Wait, does the man swear?
No.
So what happens to the man if the man cheats on the wife?
See, that's why we have feminists in this era. That's why we have feminists, because why the man will cheat, nothing will happen. The woman will cheat, something will happen.
But then again, a man can marry more than.
Maybe a woman too can marry more than one man now.
No, men have ego. They don't want to
So
agree.
you have to swear. You get, and when the woman starts cheating, let me shock you. It's not the man that dies. It's not the woman that dies.
The person
it's their children.
Yeah,
that's sad.
Children.
That's sad.
So why you know that your child will die if you do this thing and you still go ahead and do it? Are you not the wicked person?
But it's the woman that is the person. It's not even the woman now. I think it should affect the both gender.
The wicked person is the man, because you know your children will die.
Because the kids they don't
then the man will cheat. Nothing will happen to him.
The children will not die now if the man cheats. It's when the woman do it.
So it's okay for a man to cheat.
I'm not saying it's okay for. It's not okay for anybody
culture is indirectly telling us that it's okay for the man to cheat.
I'm not the one that said
I know that's one thing that I feel like the Gen Zs are not really taking.
My name is not culture.
Now, the Gen Zs don't want to hear that.
There's no Gen Z that will go and swear that thing.
I swear. Why I go swear?
I know.
Chrissy, I saw a tweet on Twitter. This lady said, inter-tribal marriages go too funny. As an Urobo girl, visiting Yoruba in-laws will be funny. The last thing I'll do is kneel. And no, it's not from a place of rebellion. Where I come from, kneeling is synonymous to begging. We only kneel when we commit some grave offense.
But that's to me, that's rubbish.
How is it rubbish?
You know why? She's not the first Yoruba woman to marry a Yoruba person.
But then she says that from our own side, it's only when she's begging or asking her parents for something that she knows.
That
But Yoruba see it as a form of respect.
She doesn't kneel for her husband.
Does marriage involve somebody kneeling down for?
I don't know why this kneeling down is a big thing.
We have a lot of kids watching, so let's not say some things.
Okay.
But she kneels down for her husband. We all know what she kneels down to do.
I don't understand.
Don't worry.
I don't understand.
She'll get it later.
She watched the
You'll meet us in
episode.
front.
Yes, I will see people in front.
She'll get
Yeah,
But at the same time, I just feel that's what I would say is if you know that as an Yoruba person, probably you can't take something like that, they don't marry a Yoruba person.
Simple.
It's simple.
Marrying the person means you have to adapt to the person's culture.
Simple.
Yes.
So why is it not an issue?
No, like I don't understand.
Don't just marry a
That's the
Yoruba
wokeness we're
person.
talking about. You know that this is
You
what
know
you're
it's
going
an
to do.
issue. Don't marry him. Marry Igbo or
Because
someone
there's
else.
something they always
First date questions. What tribe are you? Yoruba. I kneel down. I go on my knees, you know, when I'm not doing the other, you know. So I'm out here. So why go through the stress?
Please, you guys should add it to first date
It's
questions.
very simple. It's very
It's
simple. I feel
simple.
like it's something you can't take because they always say if you marry a man, you marry the family.
The family,
So even
yes.
if your man does not want you to necessarily kneel down to maybe greet him
You
or
can
anything,
do it to please them. It doesn't.
your man's family they no go yell.
You can
So
do
you
it
have
to
to.
please
If you know
them.
you're
Just
not ready, just leave it. But I mean, that's where love comes to play, though, because they say when there's love, you have to compromise, right?
But why
Yes,
can't
now.
you kneel? Why can't you kneel for your father-in-law?
Why? Why should I kneel? No. See, it's not like I cannot kneel. I'm just asking the question.
Sign of respect.
Okay.
You are brought properly.
So
kneeling is a sign of
Respect.
What if I hear the art film?
Gen Zs will not agree with
What if I
this
hear
one.
the
No.
art film? All my knee down, I the art film. I they pretend.
No problem.
Oh. So wait, you are saying it is good to fake it when you are there.
Let me tell you.
Even
something.
if you don't agree with it.
If you go to that length of faking it,
Yes.
now you be the problem.
How?
Because who do you think you are doing?
You're doing yourself.
Who do you think you are doing?
See, I understand, Sha. Like,
First of all, you're
see,
showing me that you respect me.
If you're going,
when you actually don't.
But
if you're like going to see like your in-laws or something, you should have done like background research or asked
So
like
wait.
how far or how did they used to greet your father? Did they used to kneel down for your father? Did they used to stand?
That's
Did they?
how far.
Oh, you
can
ask
even you can
all
even
those
do it
questions.
twice.
Yes,
The man will
now.
not tell you, my daughter. No. There
Eh.
are some men like that. No, you understand? No, my daughter. You don't necessarily need to go on your knees.
Yes.
You can bow. Me go, sir. Simple.
That's the thing.
But I feel like people just always have a problem with Gen Zs when it comes to respect.
This is my
So I want
problem,
to ask
bro.
you now, you that is a man, as a Gen Z woman, how should you behave when you are going to meet your man's family for the first time?
Important question, please.
For the first time.
Yes.
Nobody should tell you how to behave.
Why?
A child that is well brought up will show.
Very true, Sha.
What
The
if
one that
family,
lacks
they
home
just have
training
problems?
will show.
But it's true,
But you
sir.
know that there are some families that just like wala.
Just
The way
do-
you sit down, they'll say, look at that guy, just sit down.
Do the one you
They
can
are the
do
problem,
now.
not you.
So now, if I go to there's always a popular question. People
I
always
know
ask,
there's
"If I go to my
one
mother-in-law's
boy
house,
checking you now
It-
that you know might lead to something serious tomorrow, and now you want to know how to act when you
It's
get
not,
there.
I'm not acting for anybody because I feel like if I have to put up an act in front of your family, then it's not the right family. For
So you have an answer to the question you're asking?
No, there's something I want to ask. They'll be like, if you go to your mother-in-law's house, maybe suppose mother-in-law to be for the first time, and now you see her sweeping. Should you join her to sweep? Like, mom, let me help you to sweep, or make you just respect yourself as visitor when you
And
be.
just sit
Now,
down.
if you're coming back from school or from an errand
Yeah.
and you get home and you see your mom sweeping, what will you do?
don't know if I don't chop.
See, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say like this because people have different answers. For me, I'll collect the broom and I'll help my mom because I don't want to see her struggling.
I will. I'll actually collect the broom and help my mom.
You have, yeah?
That's men.
Well, she's not your mom.
So it's not potential mother-in-law to be. So now it's not left for the woman to now say, this one never marry my pikin. Make her not distress her. Not when my daughter I go finish my sweeping.
Well, me personally, I don't think like you coming to the house for the first time, you're also a visitor. I don't see why you are telling your visitor. Because
I'm not telling you.
No.
Don't get it. Nobody's asking you to. Nobody's asking you
What
to.
did they ask you to?
Who will ask you to?
I don't know. I've had situations like that.
I don't think they will ask you to sweep.
Okay.
Some
It's
people
just
just
like I'm
want to
coming
test you.
to see my potential wife to be.
Yes.
Father for the first time. I ask him, he say, this one you just come, so we get him for 5 hours. Help us pan. Does it make sense?
I don't think anybody's going to ask you to sweep. There are some people that just want to test you. It's not like the house is even dirty.
Test go collect you.
Why will you be sweeping when your visitor is there?
You get.
You would have not swept before your visitor came.
Except they don't know you are coming.
Except it's impromptu, but they know you are coming. Normally, the house is supposed to be clean.
Women.
It's just pepper
Except you are the
body.
one forcing the boy to marry you.
So it's just pepper
He
body.
just wants to look for
What I
one
always
way
say
to
is, if the family does not like you, please walk away.
walk away, please.
Yes, now.
There's no need.
I'm coming to your house for the first time. Your house is meant to be clean. I'll
If
come.
family
If
does
the
not
person
want
you want to marry, the family does not want you, walk away.
You move. Yes.
That's just the simple thing. Because
Walk away.
nothing you do is ever going to make them happy.
It's not
You're
worth
always
it.
going to be the problem. And you will not just have peace in your
The
marriage.
stress is not worth
basically.
it.
stress for the
Except
rest
as
of
I
your
just
life.
marry and I just travel.
Yeah.
And
there's always going to be that thing. They'll be like, sister, as you marry a wife, so now you just leave your family, you just travel. That a wife,
then
now a
again,
bad woman.
But you still come back
when
home.
you now have children, the hatred for you,
will pass to your children.
Yes, that's the
and it's
thing.
not worth
and
it.
God forbid something happens to you.
But what if you love the man so much that you just don't want to leave the man?
There's no love worth dying for. You are not Jesus Christ. If it will cost you your life and your peace,
Leave it.
run.
You find love again.
Yes.
What they call bagger. You are not Jesus Christ. You can't die for people's sin. You understand? So there's no love worth
What's
dying for. Except you are in the army. And you are dying for your country. So to our troops, we see everything you guys are doing. We love you.
We love you.
We pray for all of you.
Love you. God is with you guys. But away from this whole marriage and in-law kind of thing, I feel like another thing that people always have a problem with is, apart from values and all of that, people tend to always say Gen Zs are irresponsible. That we claim to be woke, but for a fact that we are just irresponsible.
Why do you care so much of what people say about you?
It's not just actually.
No,
You in
it's a
particular
general
No.
misconception.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I'm asking her.
Okay.
You get?
Yes.
I have 2 hosts here.
Yeah.
The questions coming out from her, there's something behind it. There's something behind it.
There's nothing behind it.
Are
I'm
you
just
sure?
asking because I feel like even
What's your definition of being responsible?
just take responsibility for your own life.
See, responsibility doesn't necessarily have to do with Gen Z, millennial, or whatever. Who will be responsible will be responsible. It's not a thing of generation.
But there are some things people do these days and they'll just be like, I'm Gen Z.
But we have more irresponsible Gen Z.
Gen Z is a cover-up. Like sometimes people just use it as an excuse to
Cover up for
just
bad
cover up their
behavior.
rubbish.
Yeah.
They'll do
That's
something
just
and they'll be
it.
like, oh, I'm Gen Z. And it's supposed to be, and you that is also a Gen Z because you are part of this generation now, you'll be like, but
why are you doing things like that? Exactly.
Why are you doing it? So I feel like people just take it to the extreme. Do you get, like, they use it as, especially when it comes to mental health. So I was watching a podcast and this guy said Gen Z's just use mental health to come out for laziness.
Mental health.
No, but
they don't always want to work, so they always be like, oh, my mental health is at stake. My mental health is at stake.
No, mental health should be taken seriously.
Yeah, true, but there are some words that up until 2-3 years ago we had no idea that you can use. I'll give you an example. Depression. Insomnia. Mental health. Our parents, our forefathers,
that's because they were not very educated to know about all these things.
It's not even about being educated. These things didn't just have names. Then I feel like these
they
are
were not
things
common.
People went through, but they just didn't know it was called depression, or it was called you dealing with your mental health or anything. They just feel like it's just something that happens to you. So it's now that a lot of people are now getting to know that, okay, if this thing is happening to me, that means I'm probably depressed or I'm having insomnia. So when people become exposed to certain things, I feel like sometimes they also do it too much. Most of the time, I know most of the time I'm not depressed. I'm just broke.
Don't be claiming depression when if it's in a food you never chop. You're just hungry.
Most of the time you're not depressed.
You're just hungry. By the time they take you to Chicken Republic now.
But there are actually people that go through these things.
Yeah, but because of these ones now, we don't actually know who's truly going through it.
As much as we joke and we laugh about it, it's a serious topic and it's something that we should seriously talk about. It's just the name is being misused most times.
Because you see somebody, they'll just come online, they're crying, they'll be like, oh, I'm depressed. Why are you depressed? When they finally say it, it's just for a very stupid reason. You get it? So I feel like people doing it too much really doesn't allow people to now see those who are actually
in
going
need of
through
help.
it. Do you get it? Because they feel like, oh, people talk about it a lot. You are not depressed. But there are some people who are actually going, and funny enough, people who are actually going through depression, they don't even speak about it. Most of the time, they just appear to be the happiest.
Yeah, the happiest. You don't even know something's wrong with them.
So speaking of Gen Z and culture, blah, 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 there is something we're not talking about. It's painful because this one affects my stomach. So because of wokeness, boldness, Gen Z this, Gen Z that, we don't know how to cook our traditional dishes anymore.
It's just food now.
It's just food now. It's just, can you hear her? Do you know how medicinal the black soup is?
We don't know.
That's my favorite soup.
Yeah, but can you cook it?
Yes.
Personally, I'm not somebody that.
But do you know it's your cultural soup?
I know.
As an Eastern woman.
Yes.
So how many of your Gen Z do you know can cook black soup?
I don't know if it's just because it's my black.
That's
it's
it.
my
Yeah,
favorite.
that's why. Because it's your favorite.
Yes.
So if
In
it was
this
not your favorite,
age and time, you can just order it. Place an order. They'll bring it for you. You order it. It's not hard.
Right?
Yeah, order it.
So the person you're ordering from is a millennial, right?
Some Gen Z.
So how come they know how to cook it?
It's not like I don't know how to cook it.
You do,
please,
she
if you
doesn't.
need to learn how to cook it, please cook it. But if you can't, you order.
What they like.
You order.
Maybe you
It's
like
not
to
hard.
cook and you're just discovering new recipes.
No. Don't turn this thing to feminism.
It's not feminism.
Wait, because now I know the angle you're taking this to. I'm not saying you must be a chef or you must know how to cook. You get. See, everybody is important. The cook, the chef, they are all important.
Yeah.
You get. So don't make it seem
like
it's a bad thing for you to know how to cook.
It's not a bad thing.
Or
So
don't make it seem like it's too cool for you to say,
No.
I'll just order it.
Me personally, I think cooking is a life skill that everybody should have.
Even men too.
It's not a gender thing. Cooking is not a gender thing. It's not.
If I cook for you, if me can learn how to cook, what's stopping you?
No, me, I know how
But
to
you
cook.
don't think it's
It's not
because you like food, that's why you learn how to cook.
Who doesn't like food?
Maybe me.
Okay, so if I hadn't learned how to cook, when I could go, I would share for survive. Or then be ordering food. Or you order
No,
it.
you can't
order it.
You order it from the
this
6,000 that they send you to spend for 1 month. You use it to, or you order it.
Or you go do beggy.
You do the.
You do beggy.
beggy.
Yes, nah.
Then you go choose school.
Or just be friends with somebody that can cook.
I've actually
There's always
I've come to a conclusion now that Gen Z is the problem we have in this world.
No.
Why not?
No.
Yes, the whole world.
Why not?
You guys are the problem.
I
Why
don't
not?
agree.
You guys are the problem
Why
because
not?
I don't agree.
you guys never accept your fault.
How is that my fault now?
You never accept when you're wrong.
I know I'm not wrong. That's why.
No.
When I'm wrong, I'll take full
Wait, how are we
responsibility.
wrong here now?
What do you mean I all die?
She will order it now.
Or die?
And the man will not even know if she's married. Safe. Just order it, turn it, throw away the can.
What means?
Baby, I make dinner.
Pity for my brother. My brother.
You will not know now. She mean the money. I give you bread and tea. Hey, you go to work.
Upcoming husband. Oh, why is there a potty?
You come back and then I be like, baby, I made dinner. You'd be like, oh my God, this is so nice.
Baby, I made dinner.
Yeah.
So
Me will warm the food. I don't make dinner.
See, there are even places where you can even buy like buckets of
Well, you
like
know that
soup and
this
keep it inside.
this tipping era that we're in, ordering food is very expensive.
And see, that's
when
if you have the money,
they what a costing down, which just they
they're lifting up.
That's why the goal is to be rich or
the goal is to marry a sugar daddy.
Which sugar daddy? No.
I'll tell you now. There is no Odogu that is not a sugar daddy. She you think say you did wise.
But I mean, it's not like I'll be ordering the food every time. There's some things I don't just feel like cooking. I'm like, babe, let's eat out.
If you had said that from the beginning,
no,
you and who
it's
go
not me that said I will order it.
Don't see. I'm just saying. In this generation, people order a lot. Me personally, I like cooking. I don't order, but I'm just saying. With what I've seen, people are working online. People are working inside their house. They don't really have time to go and start cooking. They will order it.
You know my problem, man? Gen Z feel like the world is a bed of roses.
It's not a bed of roses, definitely.
Everything just comes easy.
To go
Just
people.
go. So you don't want to go to the market, order the food, buy go through the process of making the dish. You just want everything easy. Fast food, fast money, fast life. That's why most of you end up being the money. You get my point now?
Yes.
So while in the process of trying to make fast money, make easy life, you end up being in the wardrobe coughing money.
But no, I don't think that justifies that because that's a very devilish ass.
No.
But you're not justifying it. But at the end of the day, I don't think we're not looking for. Yes, we're looking for money.
In as much as I'm going to speak against whoever is doing those things, I still have to speak to my people to be very careful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very.
So you don't end up in that situation.
So they don't end up.
No, always is Christina, so you don't end up in that situation.
Demo.
It's you I'm talking.
Personally, I don't believe in like very fast life, like get it fast, quick.
But you want to order it.
No, you see, if I have the money, I will order it. Like if I know I cannot cook it, maybe I'm craving this particular thing. I don't know how to cook it. I will order it.
You didn't say it like that. It's like you just be ordering every day. Honey, breakfast, order it.
No,
babe, I'm hungry for lunch.
Finish.
I'm coming. Let me call Mama Ibu.
But there are people that are actually living like that.
Yes, they are.
True.
People living like that.
But you don't have money like that.
We have money.
Christina,
like
you do not have money like that.
we have money like that.
You will. You don't.
Well, actually,
Okay, wait. What of the people that have chefs in their house that cook this food? Is it a bad thing?
They can afford it.
Oh.
See. Having a chef
Yeah.
that makes your food
Yes.
is similar to having a washing machine. So anybody that tell you washing machine, they spoil clothes, na lie, na brokenness won't finish it.
I swear.
So anybody that tell you that washing machine makes you lazy, blah, blah, blah. Nobody likes to suffer. If you can afford it, no problem.
But you were coming from the angle of like everybody should know how to cook.
I'm coming from the angle of we are losing our cultural dishes.
So what are these cultural? Me, I only know black soup.
Even even 10 years ago,
Yeah.
20 years ago, people have been ordering food. People have been buying out.
Yeah.
Ordering food doesn't necessarily mean right out come and drop it for
You
you.
get
You can send somebody to go and buy the food for you and bring it to you. Or ordered it.
People have been buying food from time immemorial. You get. But what I'm saying is that now the amount of people that we have that are doing it are now more than before. You get. And when you get majority doing this, you tend to lose the most important thing. Now, me saying we're losing our dishes, it's not necessarily because people are ordering. You get. It's because it is going extinct.
But is it because like we are embracing new dishes? Like before,
It's because you are lazy, not because you are embracing any.
Maybe.
Let me tell you something. You have no excuse not to know how to cook. You know why? Cooking is a survival skill.
yes, that's what I said. Male or female, you should know how
You
to
have
cook.
this is no gender bias.
Yeah. You should know how to cook.
If my dad cook a goosey soup for you, well,
You want to eat it
Like, I
now,
want to
like
eat
it's
it
going
now.
to be like
why do you want to eat? Is he your father?
Sorry.
So, but you get, it's a survival skill that you should have.
Yes.
Nobody's saying you should not order, but at least know how to cook.
Know how to cook.
You get. So that food doesn't go extinct. It's just like, okay, there is a study that says in a few years, Edo language will go extinct.
Wow.
Because we're not speaking it. We're not speaking the language. So if we are not speaking it, it means the ones coming
children
after
will
us will not speak it.
And then this still the
So
white.
this is why they now brought back Edo language in school.
The white man, he brought English to us.
He brought everything.
And we
It's not even
started
about the fact
speaking
that they got
English.
English word. It's just we're just choosing not to
But then again,
embrace
this
our
is
own language.
This is why I came up with that example that we should copy the Chinese. They are civilized, modernized,
Nice.
woke.
And they still keep
Still
their
deeply
culture.
rooted in
Their
their
culture.
culture.
Yeah.
You get, they still make their local dishes. A matter of fact, they cut off Western media and Western influence like that. They have Facebook does not work in China. They have their own. I think they call it QQ. WhatsApp does not work in China. They have WeChat. They have everything you need. Google does not work in China. They have Baidu. You get, so why can't we copy them instead of the other people we are copying that's making us lose our culture?
Now, how we go to do our own Google?
Why we don't feel our own Google?
But thing is, I feel like one of the problems we have as Africans is it's just that we believe more in the things that are coming from the Western
Outside
world.
than our own things.
There are even some things that you see made in Nigeria and you be like, this one.
No.
strong.
Made in China. Yes.
Is that what I want to
That's
buy?
it.
So we embrace their own thing more
Than
even
our
their
own.
lifestyle. We embrace it more than our own. There are sometimes that you now, for example, I've seen people that I know like this person is literally from my place. Do you get? And then you try to speak to them in your language, and they speak English for you. So when you are doing that, it's beginning to look like Nami don't know how to what? Speak English. So let me too speak English for you. Do you get? So a lot of people don't speak their languages these days. They just feel like it's too local. Do you get? And that's one thing I love the most about Hausa people. Wherever they are,
they speak their language.
Yoruba people too, they always speak their language. But
Edo will say pidgin first, English first before. Edo language is now secondary instead of primary.
But before we wrap up, I feel like we will not be doing this topic any justice if we don't talk about the modesty of Gen Zs. You know, like they feel like we've lost modesty when it comes to dressing. Do you get it? People always feel like, we like to expose our bodies, we like to show off and all. But do you think it's a problem? Because at the end of the day, we can all agree that is my body, is your body. So whatever you choose to do with your body is up to you. What do you think is a problem?
I don't feel it's a problem. You know why?
Why?
Because if we had this amount of civilization, this amount of eye-openness that we have now, we had it then, they would have dressed the same way. So it was what was raining then that they did.
Like if you look back to cultural attires or like they used to wear like tie wrapper on the waist, on the skirt, and it used to be short.
Where did the word Shima come from? Not be old. So it's the season. You get, and not like at that time. The Western world, they were already dressing like that. But we didn't have enough media
to emulate it.
Yeah, to see it.
And like gradually we are growing out of that season.
But matter of fact, remember that most of our cultures used to be naked.
Exactly. So I always ask this question before the era of clothing came, of like putting on dresses and all of that. What were these people wearing? People that were living in Africa then, were they basically naked?
Leaves.
We have our traditional attires.
But you've seen pictures, like very old pictures, and you see some people naked.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That at that time it's because there was no media.
Oh, so it's the evolution of media that is bringing everything back.
So you see, at the end of the day,
because if now was then, somebody would have been doing vlog and just there, you know. Like, yo, I'm here.
But anyway,
this conversation has been very, very interesting. I'm sure you learned something. I learned something. But before we go, Zaddy of Benin, what do you have for us? What are you going to tell? Rest. Rest.
Zaddy of Benin.
Okay, no worries. Zaddy of Benin.
I like Zaddy of Benin.
So as I was saying, like, what do you have to tell the younger generation that are coming and our current generation that are losing our culture? How do we bring back our culture and embrace our culture in order to pass it to our children?
First, we have to make it look cool. Yeah, when don't be too serious. Even while trying to be cultural, don't be too serious. Make it look cool, because now, if things are not cool, people who don't want to do it. So make it look cool. Make it look cool to speak your language. Make it look cool to attend a Kaba festival. Make it look cool to attend Igwe festival. Make it exciting. You get, people will now be learning without even knowing. You think, oh, you're just having fun, just a party for a good festival. Meanwhile, you decided to do the sacrifice. You understand? But do the dance to Akobe. They say they kill the animal. And you've seen it.
Yeah.
So you'll not forget it.
Yeah.
You get. And then there's this thing we call, traditionally, they'll say, how do I put in Benin now? They'll say, Yawunhu, like go and serve your head. Igbo people will say chi. Like your guardian angel.
Yeah.
Yeah, so go and serve. So then there's this, I'll tell you. Let me give you an Upper, for example. There's no house in Upper, except the ones they built recently now. There's no house in Upper here, you not see one small shrine outside.
It's very common in Benin. I've seen a lot.
Very small.
I've not actually
It's just
seen.
very small. It's your personal shrine. So when they say go serve your head or go go and it's like just offer sacrifices to your guardian angel so that everything will just be going easy for you. You get, but these days nobody does it anymore. Because now if you are doing those things, they say you are serving juju. You are doing jazz. Meanwhile, we're all Christians. Gradually these things are going. Then we used to cook soup without leaf. You're saying a juju soup. Yeah, but when you make these things cool,
Yeah.
Gen Zs will be interested. You get, so that way, that's the best way to teach them.
Wow.
So Gen Zs be willing to learn and stay true to yourself. And while being yourself, do not forget where you are coming from. Do not forget your culture. Do not forget your tradition. And as an Edo man, do not forget that the Oba of Benin always comes first. So Oba talk by
Thank you so much.
This has been an amazing episode. Don't forget to follow us on all our socials. Watch us on Spotify, on YouTube. Like, subscribe, share. And we'll see you guys in our next episode. Until next time. Bye.